Hello YouTubers, heavy duty reviews here. Um, just going to do a little demonstration of Renaissance wax on my Smith & Wesson Model 66 No Dash. It's just to protect it, shine it up a little bit more. Um, Need a couple of paper towels, but first you have to get the right screwdriver for the grip screws, which I will do right now, which I've already picked out. So very carefully take off the grips, and it's so important to get the right size that exactly fits. And I got this screwdriver and bit set from CDN Sports. They have really great gunsmithing tools on there, as well as other items. You can buy just about anything there. Guns, you name it. So got the grips off. Yeah. So now we need to get out the Renaissance wax and get busy with it. Well, that didn't tear very good. And you want to put this. The grips have already been protected and refinished according to Big Swole 58's method. So there's no need to put more Renaissance wax on them. So, wait, there is one thing that I forgot to do, and that is to take off the thumb latch, the thumb piece, before you start on this little adventure. And that will pop off. It's really on there, which is a good thing. Okay, set that aside. Set the screwdriver aside, because when you get it, you really want to get the whole thing. So you have the Renaissance wax on here. You can put it on your mainspring, a little bit on the mainspring. This is just good. This is what the British Museum uses to prevent rust and corrosion and all that good stuff. So I just use it very liberally on all parts of the gun. Let it, try not to get it around and down into the actual where the thumb latch is, but I put quite a bit on here, so that's just to protect it. You want to do sort of like do it in parts. And in these grooves that are like on the back scrap, you want to make sure you get all of it out when you do. Like use a not a wire brush, but use a nylon brush to get it all out, because it will stay in there, and I don't know, it just doesn't make it look good. So you rub it in. It's like wax on, wax off. You rub it in really good, let it set for a while. Let's set up until it's a little hardens up a little bit, and then you wipe it off. And that's about all you do. The tricky part is the cylinder, so I'm going to do that last. Although you will get some on the cylinder while doing the other parts, because there's no way around that. You don't really want to get it on the trigger, because the trigger is not that type of, it's a different type of stainless. But you want to, get it in there and let it set up a little bit, and then take it back off. So what I do is I'm going to coat the whole gun and then take it off. That gives it plenty of time to set up. You don't want to use it on the top strap because it does absolutely no good on the top strap. You do want to get it on the barrel very liberally. Get it down in those grooves a little bit. I don't have a whole lot left. I'll probably order some more. It's only like 14 bucks a pop for a can that lasts. I don't know. This thing's lasted me like a year. So, and you want to try not to get it down in the barrel. And we move over to the other side. And you want to get the barrel or the cylinder last. Just liberally apply it. Liberally apply it. Then use your towel and the use your towel and paper towels. I've got a towel sitting over here. As you can see, it's an old tore up towel. I didn't actually tear it up. My dog did. He tried to eat it. That's Vincent for you. He likes to chew on things. Odd things sometimes at odd times. So that's my boy. He's a good old hound. I have two hounds. I have a foxhound and a Trig Walker Coonhound. I don't hunt them. They're just pets I rescued from the pound. Okay, it is very liberally applied on the gun. And you want to make sure and get these cylinder guards too. Don't forget about those. And the top strap. Don't forget about those. Put this back in. It is hardened enough on that side, on the right side, left side rather, to start removing it. And it will really, really bring the shine out. This stuff makes it so lustrous, for lack of a better term. But it does take a while to get it off. To get it all off. It's much harder to get off than to put on. But, as you can see, look at that already. It's extremely, extremely shiny. We'll get it down in here. Down in here. Protects against rust and corrosion and whatever else ails your gun, and it also protects leather, wood, not just metal. I have used it on the grips. It's still on there, and those look fine. I'm just shining this one up just to show what it looks like. need another piece of paper towel because this stuff, it takes a lot of paper towels to get this off. It really does. Bump the camera. It takes a lot of doing to get this off. It's doesn't take quite as much to get it off as, like, say, Mother's, but you really gotta. That's an all-day job, which I have used Mother's on this, and it is why it's so shiny. I used to actually shine this up, polish it up. I mean, to a bright mirror shine. I used sandpaper. I used Mother's. I used like 400 grit, from 400 grit to 2000 grit wet sanding to get this looking the way that it does, as you'll see in a minute. Lots of paper towels. But you gotta let it set up nicely. You don't want to take it off too soon. As you can see, it's bringing out the shine pretty good in it. But you gotta get it all off. Leave any on, and you can tell that it's on there. Like I said, lots of paper towels. Actually put the lid back on this. This stuff smells strong. My wife doesn't like it because it smells so strong, but it works. It really, really freaking works. You gotta get it into all these nooks and crannies. You gotta get it out of all these nooks and crannies, I mean. And the paper towels. We're gonna start on this side. Towels out of range there, so you can actually see what I'm doing. And more paper towels. Yeah, it's starting to really look like I shined it up. Brilliant. Okay, now we're going to work on the cylinder. Probably need a brush to get some out of the cylinder, because this stuff, it actually will go down in the cylinder. You got to get it out of the little clock, the timing slots. Because if you don't, okay, it's also time to change gloves, because you're getting it on the gloves at the same time. Let's see, I only got 2 gloves here. That's okay. They are different. They are different types of gloves. But that's okay. It just takes gloves. Because you don't want to get fingerprints all over it. It doesn't matter what color they are. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you got them on. In a minute, I'll get that nylon brush and go over the front and back strap. Make sure I didn't get any in the cylinder itself. And for once I didn't. That's amazing. Because usually I do. Usually I get it right slap up in the cylinder and I got to take a brush and get it out of there, or a mop and get it out of there. There is still quite a bit on the cylinder because it is hard to get it out. Well, that's like that. This thing looks like it's never been shot. I mean, there's no burn rings on the cylinder, no burn rings in the there. Well, there's a little bit, but I've got a lid cloth for that. I think I got it all off the cylinder, out of the flutes. That's where you really got to get it out of, is the flutes. Okay. Pause it for a second while I get the brush. Okay, here we go. Back with the brush. You just want to brush out. And you can do it to the top too. In case you got any in there, which I actually did somehow or the other. It's set up in there pretty good. And the back strap, I've got plenty on that. Okay. Now that that's done, we'll put the thumb latch back on using the proper size screwdriver. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now we want to put the grips back on. These are vintage grips for the gun. And they fit extremely well. All right, and this is the outcome. Just a very, oops, seems like I got a fingerprint on that. Maybe a little bit more than a fingerprint. There's one more thing I want to do, and I'll be right back. That thing that I wanted to do was get out my clean board lead away, lead cloth. Because I noticed a little bit of leading inside or underneath the forcing cone. And I'm not sure why that is. I thought I cleaned that. It's getting it. I'm just not sure why it's even there in the first place. Sometimes you really gotta rub it in. To get it out. There's also quite a bit of to keep that lead cloth away from after you do the Renaissance wax, because it'll give it that, I don't know, it'll put a glaze on it, like you see right here. It does take off the take all the lead out, that's for sure. It also leaves this gun hasn't been shot very much, except for by me. There's a slight turn ring, but it's not nothing severe. Now, I think we got it going on. I think that's good enough, folks. So, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's all I got, folks. Peace, and I'm out.